Please like, subscribe, and be sure to click that bell button for regular and exciting indie film content and your chance to be the first to engage with the Liftoff Global Network of Film Festivals as we embark on launching the careers of the filmmakers of tomorrow.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. Today we're looking at the London Liftoff Film Festival as it heads into the final 72 hours of the festival month. It's been a whirlwind adventure and it has been really fun to see the statistics of the festival and also seeing the films that are currently in the lead and support that we had for our online festival as well as our live screenings. The live screenings were incredible. If you are joining us live, I'd just like to say I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas and that you're looking forward to the New Year celebrations. However, the London Liftoff Film Festival is running until the 2nd of January. So you have over that celebrationary weekend. Remember, you have to place your votes in order to make sure that you have placed your votes and voted for your two favourite films. So if you haven't got many plans between now and Monday, then make sure to get those film watched. If you are joining us live, I have the chat room open, so do say hello. Let me know if you're supporting a particular film, where you're tuning in from, and I'll make sure to relay those comments during today's stream. Okay, so as this is the final weekend, a lot of you do know how to place your votes. But if you're sitting there at home now ready to vote, and when I read the statistics out later, you'll realise that a lot of the audience still haven't placed their votes. So I just want to share a very quick video on the best practices and the best ways to place the votes for your two favourite films. Here we go. Our online festivals are designed to bring much-needed new eyes to true indie film. They are a tried and tested method of providing a platform of diverse work to a large audience. The voting process is specifically created to engage people with the collection. Once you purchase the program, to watch the films you'll be sent a ticket email which contains your personal link to sign up to the festival, along with your voting code and link. Before the festival closes, head to the email again to cast your vote. Entering the code in the email will give you access to the form, which will then ask you to select your two favourite films and provide some feedback on the projects. Throughout the festival, we'll be running events on our YouTube channel, such as live festival updates, free workshops and promotional filmmaker interviews. Filmmakers will also receive daily updates from the festival. Thank you for participating. So there we have it. So all you need to do is find your personal voting code, head over to the form and fill it out. Then we'll be back here next week with the network round. You'll all be emailed about the network round as well, with all of the films that have made it through. So although we're looking at the audience votes and the audience choices at this moment in time, please note that the Liftoff jury are also going through all of the films across all 4 programs, making sure that they're also presenting their two favourite films across the board. It is quite interesting when we get to that point where we are putting the 2 top films through from the jury, because there's often a huge debate going on which film should make it through. So here we go. Let's take a look at the votes, and let's take a look at the London Judges Select programme first. So here is a nice poster. So in the lead, actually, we'll do some statistics first. So we've had over 400 playthroughs on this page. 12 countries around the world have tuned in. 37 votes in so far, which isn't that many, and an audience of around 70. So as you can see, there's still a lot of votes to come in. And we have had some switching around during the festive period. So the film that is currently in the lead is Harold and Mary, and this is on 7 votes. This is directed by Stefan Galacher from the UK. As the disease takes hold, Harold and Mary are forced to reassess the journey and their relationship, changing their love, patience and perseverance after 50 years of marriage. This is a fantastic film which I would highly recommend giving a watch. That was a UK film, so that's on 7 votes. Up next we have Voices, which is currently on 5 votes, and this is a UK film directed by Abby Lucas. When moving into their home, Tara and Drew are alarmed when they overhear their neighbours arguing. As the voices get louder and more violent, they must decide if it is their responsibility to act. This is a very funny film, so if you want an uplifting, funny, suspenseful film, Voices is definitely the one for you. Then we are moving on to the London Trendsetters page. This page is doing phenomenally well. We've had almost 1,000 playthroughs across the programme. 20 countries are tuning in. I think that is one of the highest on record that we've ever had, 20 countries tuning in all around the world. We've had 167 votes with an audience of around 170, which means most people have placed their votes. If you're sitting there and you haven't placed your votes yet, please make sure that you're voting for your 2 favourite films. I'm going to keep saying it, 2 favourite films. If you don't vote for your 2 favourite and there's only 1 vote in your form, then it is not valid. So 2 films. And in the lead on this page, there's no surprise, Mama has held its position. This is directed by Tallulah, Kate and Matt from the UK. It is a pilot episode set in a functional drama school, MA, Mama, filmed as a mockumentary format. It shows a typical day at a conservatoire and introduces us to key members of the staff and new principal, Olive Buddy. Then up next, a new film that we are announcing today. It is on 20 votes, so it has steamed ahead, got all of its votes in, and this is a film from South Africa, directed by Alessandro Guelli. Redreaming traces the story of an AI that takes on physical form and with its newly gained consciousness begins to traverse the natural world. So if you like your sci-fi films, that is definitely one for you. Moving on to London New Voices. In the corner of my eye, I can see that the chat is happening, so I'll look at that in a moment. London New Voices. So we've had 605 playthroughs, 19 countries watching, so again, a huge number of countries, 129 votes in so far, and an audience of 150. Just so you know, we do check all of the votes to make sure that they are legitimate before the festival closes. So in pole position, we have Download My Heart in the Metaverse on a huge 52 votes, directed by Mo Rebeck from the USA. This is the world first music video and first global song about the metaverse. The film takes the audience on a grand musical tour of the metaverse, and it's part of the Download My Heart series by #Queens. And then also, which has held its positioning in the New Voices, we have The Medium, and this is on 23 votes. This is directed by Sharon Little from the USA. A flower seller in Los Angeles, her busy medium, and the 4 journeys that her handmade bouquets take. It's a fun film, so I would definitely recommend watching that. Then we're moving on to our final page, which is our features. We've had 280 playthroughs, 13 countries watching. For a features program, that's really good. We've only had 12 votes in, and with an audience of around 35. So this page has lots and lots of more votes to come in. So let's take a look of the films that are currently in the lead, and we have a huge tie on this page. So there's quite a few films that I will be announcing. But the one that is in the lead is called Matter. And this is on 3 votes. And this is a UK film directed by Salai Chowdhury. 15-year-old Isaac, living with his drug addict mother, struggles in his everyday life of poverty until he receives an anonymous package at his front door. Then these next 5 films are all tied on 2 votes. And the first one is Illusion, and this is directed by Vinesh P. Sandrahai from India. Then we have Arranged Marriage by Anoop Rangi from the USA. We have Honor Among Thieves, which is directed by Rodriguez Jennings. And if you tuned in last week, you would have realised that these films were also announced then. But we have 2 new films that are also on 2 votes, and that is The Vase, and that is directed by Michael Bertoli from Italy. And the final film I'm announcing is Tupaya's Endeavour, and this is directed by Lala Rose from New Zealand. So there we have it. That is the roundup and the final roundup for the London Liftoff Film Festival. It's been a pleasure sitting here every week looking at the statistics, looking at the films that are in the lead, and I hope that you have enjoyed the festival. I'm just going to look over and have a look at the statistics. So Paula Goodard. Hello, I'm joining from Hungary, and she is the writer of King of Silence, and she has been supporting and watching loads of films. Then we have Joyce, who has said that she has voted for the 2 films which didn't include her film. I believe that the system of voting discriminates against those who are financially lacking and can't afford to purchase a ticket. I understand where you're coming forward with that comment, and thank you for letting us know. I will pass that on to the team. And thank you for supporting 2 other films during the process. Thank you for joining, Joyce. And to everyone else who has been watching over the last couple of weeks, thank you. We'll be announcing the network round next week, and we will also be then looking at the winners the week after. So around the, I think it is the week commencing the 9th of January, we will be announcing the winners. Thank you for joining. Have a lovely rest of the holidays, and Happy New Year to you all. See you next year. Bye-bye.